Are you thinking about visiting Lanzarote, but you're not sure if it's the right Canary Island for you? Is it just beaches and resorts? Is it windy all the time? Do you need a car? Is 5 days enough? Is it expensive? Is it better than Tenerife or Gran Canaria? Stay until the end of this video, because today we are covering absolutely everything you need to know before visiting Lanzarote. Flights, airport, car rental, where to stay, what to see, best beaches, excursions, food, mistakes to avoid, and how many days you truly need. After spending several weeks on the island, exploring slowly, changing areas, driving everywhere, trying different restaurants and different beaches, we realized something: Lanzarote is very different from what most people expect. And that difference is exactly what makes it special. First of all, Lanzarote does not look tropical. If you're expecting lush green mountains and palm trees everywhere, this is not that island. Lanzarote is raw, volcanic, minimalist. In some areas, it genuinely feels like you're driving on Mars. Black lava fields stretch for kilometers. Red craters rise from the ground. Entire landscapes look untouched and dramatic. But at the same time, the island feels incredibly harmonious. You won't see skyscrapers along the coast. You won't see chaotic high-rise hotels dominating the skyline. And that's because of Cesar Manrique, the artist and architect who shaped the island's identity. He protected Lanzarote from uncontrolled mass tourism and ensured that buildings remain low, white, and integrated into the environment. This gives Lanzarote something rare: visual coherence. Now let's start practical. How do you get here? Lanzarote has one airport, Cesar Manrique Lanzarote Airport, also called ACE. It's small, efficient, and very close to the main tourist areas. From the airport to Puerto del Carmen is about 10 minutes, to Costa Teguise maybe 15, to Playa Blanca around 30-35 minutes. From the UK, Lanzarote is extremely well connected. You'll find direct flights from London, Manchester, Birmingham, Bristol, Leeds, Edinburgh, and more. Airlines typically include Ryanair, EasyJet, Jet2, and sometimes British Airways, depending on the season. Flight time is about 4 to 5 hours. From mainland Europe, there are direct flights from Spain, Germany, France, Italy, the Netherlands, Ireland, and Scandinavia. If you're flying from the US, there are no direct flights. Most common routes connect via Madrid, Barcelona, or London. So typically US to Madrid, then Madrid to Lanzarote. Now, once you land, you'll immediately notice something. The airport is simple. No chaos, no massive walking distances. Car rental desks are right there in arrivals. And this brings us to one of the most important questions. Do you need a car? If you only plan to stay in one resort and relax at the hotel? Technically, no. But if you want to experience Lanzarote properly, absolutely yes. Lanzarote is not huge, but the highlights are spread out. Timanfaya is in the center south. Papagayo beaches are in the far south. Mirador del Rio is in the north. Famara is on the west coast. La Heria wine region is inland. So, without a car, you will feel restricted. The good news, car rental here is relatively affordable. In low season, you might find cars from 20-30 euros per day. High season, maybe 40 to 60. By the way, if you check the link in the description, you can compare the best rates and rentals on the island. Driving is easy. Roads are excellent, traffic is minimal outside peak summer. One tip: book your car early in high season. Prices increase quickly. Another tip: choose a car with high performance tires if you plan to drive on dirt roads. And there are some here in Lanzarote, especially to see viewpoints or some wild beaches. Public transport does exist and connects all the main towns. The central bus station, called Intercambiador Vuelta, is in Arrecife, and single tickets are affordable, usually around €1, €2, and buses are reliable. But if you plan to explore multiple areas in one day, you'll lose a lot of time changing routes. Often, you'll need to pass through Arrecife before heading somewhere else. If you're staying in just 1 or 2 towns, buses can work. Otherwise, renting a car is by far the best solution. Taxis are available but expensive for longer distances. If you don't want to drive, organized tours are a good alternative, especially for Timanfaya and the northern attractions. Now let's talk about weather, because this is important. Lanzarote has one of the most stable climates in Europe. It's warm all year. Winter temperature during the day are usually between 20 and 23 degrees Celsius. That's why many people escape here from northern Europe. Spring and autumn are arguably the best seasons. Warm but not overcrowded. Summer is hotter, 28 to 32 degrees, but the wind helps. Yes, Lanzarote is windy. especially in the north and west. Famara can be very windy, for example. If you love surfing, that's perfect. If you don't like wind, consider staying in the south, around Playa Blanca, which is more sheltered. Now let's talk about where to stay. Where you stay changes your experience. Costa Teguise, in the northeast, is balanced, relaxed, and well connected. Close to the airport, close to attractions, with restaurants, supermarkets, and nightlife. Puerto del Carmen, in the south central part, is lively, full of hotels and bars, very popular with British travelers. Playa Blanca, in the far south, is great for beaches and families, slightly more expensive but very scenic. Arrecife, the capital, has services and shopping. For something more local and wild, we personally wouldn't choose it for accommodation. Caleta de Famara is perfect for surfers and nature lovers. If you're staying longer, renting an apartment and shopping at places like Mercadona can save money. There is no single best area in Lanzarote. It really depends on your travel style, your priorities, and how you like to explore. Let's talk about what you absolutely need to see. Lanzarote is not just another beach destination, it's a volcanic island shaped by fire, wind and ocean. In some areas, it honestly feels like another planet. The heart of the island is Timanfaya National Park. This is the most iconic place in Lanzarote and probably the most geologically impressive in all the Canary Islands. You enter the protected volcanic area by guided bus only. You cannot explore it independently. The route lasts about 40 minutes and takes you through craters, lava fields, and surreal red and black landscapes formed during the eruptions of the 18th century. It genuinely feels like driving on Mars. At the checkpoint, near the famous El Diablo restaurant, you can see geothermal demonstrations where staff pour water into the ground and it shoots back up like a geyser. The heat is still there, just a few meters below the surface. And remember, go early in peak season, it sells out fast. To understand Lanzarote, you also need to understand Cesar Manrique. He was the artist who shaped the island's identity, blending architecture with volcanic nature instead of destroying it. Jameos del Agua is a volcanic tunnel transformed into an artistic space with a white auditorium, turquoise pool, and a natural underground lake home to tiny blind crabs. Right next door is Cueva de los Verdes, where you walk through ancient lava tunnels formed thousands of years ago. The guided visit explains how locals once used these caves as a shelter from pirate attacks. In the north, Mirador del Rio offers one of the most breathtaking panoramic views on the island. From here, you overlook the Atlantic Ocean and the small island of La Graciosa. On clear days, the contrast between deep blue ocean and golden sand is unforgettable. Then there's the Jardín de Cactus, a 5,000 meter square garden with over 4,000 cactus specimens from around the world, surprisingly elegant and beautifully integrated into a former quarry. But Lanzarote's beauty goes beyond the main attractions. El Golfo and the famous green lagoon, Charco de los Clicos, show you bright green water inside a volcanic crater next to the ocean. Swimming is not allowed, but the viewpoint above is spectacular. Los Hervideros offers dramatic lava cliffs where Atlantic waves crash into volcanic caves, especially impressive on windy days. In the wine region of La Heria, you'll see vines planted inside hand-dug volcanic ash craters, protected by stone walls. The landscape looks surreal, and wine tastings here are highly recommended. For hiking, Caldera Blanca is one of the best routes. You walk across lava fields and reach the rim of a massive crater with panoramic views over Timanfaya. If you want something easier and free, you can also visit Volcán El Cuervo, where you can walk inside the crater. Also, the Montaña Colorada is a great one to see. Now let's talk about beaches. We made a full video dedicated to the best beaches in Lanzarote because they deserve proper attention. But quickly, Playa de Famara is wild, dramatic and perfect for surfers. The Papagayo beaches inside the natural park near Playa Blanca are turquoise, protected, and some of the most beautiful in the Canary Islands. Caleton Blanco mixes white sand with black lava rock pools in the north. Playa Flamingo, calm and family friendly. If beaches are your priority, definitely check our dedicated beach guide after this video. Now let's move on. Food you should try. Canarian cuisine is simple but delicious. You need to try papas arrugadas with mojo sauce. Also try grilled fresh fish. And then goat cheese is a must here. Then try gofio, the traditional toasted flour. For a unique experience, eat at El Diablo restaurant in Timanfaya, where chicken is cooked using geothermal heat. In fishing villages like El Golfo, you'll find excellent seafood restaurants. And remember, always book in advance, especially in high season. And what about nightlife? Lanzarote is not Ibiza, but Puerto del Carmen has the most active nightlife with beach bars and music venues. Arrecife is more local and alternative. Playa Blanca offers relaxed sunset cocktails. Costa Teguise has chill bars and some small clubs. Now let's move to practical advice we wish we knew. Sunscreen is essential. The wind makes the sun feel mild, but it burns fast. The ocean can be rough. Always check beach flags. Remember to book Timanfaya early. Being the first attraction, there's always people, and if you go in the afternoon, there's a long queue. Don't underestimate the north. Many people stay only in the south and miss half the island. Bring a light jacket. Even in summer, viewpoints and evenings can be windy. If hiking, bring water and avoid peak heat hours. Do not leave valuable in rental cars, even if Lanzarote is very much safe. Respect nature, especially in protected areas like Papagayo and Timanfaya. This is the most important thing you need to understand. And then, how many days do you need to visit Lanzarote? The minimum is 4 or 5 days. You'll see highlights, but it will feel fast. From 7 to 10 days is ideal. You can combine beaches, hikes, viewpoints, wineries. 2 weeks, that's when Lanzarote really opens up. Add slow mornings, add surf lessons, and spontaneous sunset drives. Lanzarote is not just about viewpoints and beaches. If you like active travel, there's a lot more you can do here. For example, just north of Lanzarote lies La Graciosa, a small wild island with no paved roads. You can reach it by ferry from Orzola in about 25-30 minutes. Once there, you can rent a bike, relax at Playa de las Conchas, go snorkeling in crystal clear water, or simply disconnect completely. La Graciosa feels like Lanzarote 30 years ago, raw, silent, and touched. If you have at least one extra day, this is one of the best excursions you can do. We already mentioned Caldera Blanca, but that's just one of many hiking options. There are also guided volcano trekking tours, and if you want a more educational experience, check the link in the description. Lanzarote is famous for surf. The best known surf area is Playa de Famara. Even if you are a beginner, there are many surf schools offering half-day lessons. Activities include snorkeling in calmer southern beaches, scuba diving near Puerto del Carmen, and kayaking along volcanic cliffs. One of the most underrated experiences is seeing Lanzarote from the ocean. Both excursions depart from Puerto del Carmen or Playa Blanca. You can choose catamaran cruises, sunset sailing tours, dolphin spotting tours, and fishing trips. Some tours include swimming stops and lunch on board. From the sea, the volcanic cliffs look even more dramatic. Then, the wine tastings in La Heria. The wine region of La Heria isn't just for photos. You can visit local bodegas, taste Malvasia volcanic wine, and learn how vines survive in ash-covered soil. Some wineries offer guided tastings, tapas pairing, and sunset vineyard experiences. It's a perfect slower afternoon activity. Lanzarote has also many panoramic viewpoints called miradores. We already mentioned Mirador del Rio, but there are others worth stopping for. Mirador de las Nieves, Mirador de Ajria, scenic coastal roads near Los Hervideros. Some are simple roadside stops, others are elevated viewpoints above the clouds on windy days. Honestly, one of the best activities on the island is simply driving with no strict plan and stop whenever the landscape changes. In the south, near the coast, you'll find Salinas de Janubio. These are traditional salt flats still used today. At sunset, the colors become incredible. It's a quick stop, but very photogenic. If you're visiting on Sunday morning, go to the market in Teguise. It's the largest traditional market on the island. You'll find local crafts, aloe vera products, Canary Island cheese, handmade souvenirs, and street music. It's touristy, yes, but also lively and fun. From Playa Blanca, you can take a short ferry to Fuerteventura if you're staying longer in the Canary Islands. If flights are expensive from Lanzarote, sometimes it's cheaper to depart from another island. So, island hopping can actually be practical, not just scenic. What makes Lanzarote special is not just ticking off attractions. It's combining a volcano hike in the morning, a beach swim in the afternoon, a wine tasting at sunset, and a scenic coastal drive before dinner. Few places allow this kind of variety within such short distances. The island is only about 60 kilometers long, but landscapes change constantly. And that's it for this video, guys. This was the ultimate Lanzarote guide. If this video helped you, check the description for car rental links, excursions, travel insurance, and discounts on recommended activities. You can also watch our full beach guide to choose where to swim, and don't miss our 7 things you wish you knew before visiting Lanzarote. It will help you avoid small mistakes that many travelers make. For itineraries and travel guides on other destinations, subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the next videos. Thank you so much for your support and see you soon.